Hey there, let's keep going with our Google Ads course. In the previous lesson, we created the upload sheet for Google Ads editor, and today we're finally going to start working with it. Our goal now is to write the headlines. Basically, we're going to fill out this column right here, or to be more exact, these 4 columns. And we'll be using the keywords we prepared 2 lessons ago. If you somehow ended up on this lesson and have no idea where this sheet and these keywords came from, go back to the start of the playlist. Everything there goes step by step, starting from creating a Google account. Before we begin, let's make a copy of the upload sheet so we don't touch the original template. You'll use that template later to set up dozens or even hundreds of ad accounts. If your top menu is hidden like mine, move the cursor up here, click, and the full menu will show up. Now we go to File, Make a copy. Let's give this sheet a normal name. Remove copy of and type nails. You type whatever fits the business you're setting up ads for. The name should make sense to you later at a glance. Click Make a copy. Done. We're now inside the new copy. You can see that up here in the title. I'll hide the top menu again. Now let's open our grouped keywords. We'll start with the general ones. These are the keywords without specifics. Not manicure, not pedicure, not manicure on the second finger of the left hand shaped like a tiny rose, but just the basic theme. Nail salon. Select them and copy. Then go back to our upload sheet and paste them into the keywords column. I usually paste as values only. Right click, paste special, values only. But a regular paste works too. It'll bring formatting with it. But in this case, it doesn't matter. Now let's name our first campaign. There are different types of campaigns: search, display, YouTube, and so on. When you have a lot of campaigns, it's easy to get lost. That's why I always start the name with the campaign type. In our case, it's a search campaign. Next comes the location. Even if you advertise all over the states, it still makes sense to set up separate campaigns for the major cities. Why? Because the cost per click is higher in some cities and lower in others. Conversion to leads is better in one place and worse in another. And city level stats help you allocate your budget correctly. But if you're selling nationwide, starting with one campaign for the whole country is totally fine. Later you can split into multiple campaigns if your analysis shows that you should. And yes, we'll have a lesson on analyzing campaigns too. In my case, the business is local. We're in Miami, so I'm adding Miami to the campaign name. We copied keywords from the nail salon group, so I add that part as well. As a result, we get search Miami nail salon. Grab the bottom right corner of the cell and drag it down. Now all these keywords belong to one campaign. Let's work on the headlines. Nail salon near me. The near me part tells Google that the person needs something close to them physically. If we connect our business profile, the ad can also show a map, the distance between us and the user, our rating, and even the number of reviews. I'm explaining this so you don't put near me inside your ad text. We don't need it in the headline. Now let's write our first headline. It should be as relevant as possible to what the person is searching for. They need a nail salon. So we write nail salon. We capitalize every word because it draws more attention. Your CTR goes up, and CTR simply means the ratio of clicks to impressions. And your cost per click goes down because Google makes more money by showing the ads people click on more often. That's why we want our first headline to look as close as possible to the user's search query. It raises CTR. The logic is simple. Headline 1 is the user's query rewritten in a readable way. The next headlines, those will be our offers. We'll talk about them in the next lesson. Back to the headline. Nail salon is short. Ideally, we want to use as much space as possible so the ad takes up more room and stands out more. Our salon is close to Coral Gables, so we add that. Nail salon near Coral Gables. It fits. 28 characters out of 30. Perfect. The user typed nail salon near me. Later we'll set radius targeting, so we'll know roughly where the person is. They'll see nail salon near Coral Gables as our first headline. Very few competitors bother doing this. Most people rush and don't think about it. We will, and that's why our CTR will be great, and we'll earn more while spending less than everyone else. And at the time I'm recording this lesson, the ads are already running, and the results are excellent. Now about naming campaigns. If you're running ads not just by cities, but by specific neighborhoods, then it's normal to include that in the campaign name. But this is a training lesson. So for the sake of the example, I'll run the campaign on Miami as a whole to show you and with real money why this is not the best option. I want you to see real practice, not dry theory or me asking you to just trust my words. The salon is physically located in Miami, right next to the administrative border with Coral Gables. This is just so you understand the context. Let's move to the next keyword. Nail parlor near me. It's basically the same thing, but to get the maximum number of clicks with the same number of impressions, we want to show people exactly what they typed. So here we prefer to use parlor in the headline, not salon. To keep things clean, I'll move this row further down and keep only the keywords that match the headline nail salon near Coral Gables grouped together. Let's continue. Nail salon works. Nails near me fits. Nails close to me also works. A nail salon fits perfectly. Nail stylist. No, this one doesn't belong here. They're looking for a stylist. Let's move it down. Next. Best nail salon near me. We usually don't use the word best in the headline because we can't really prove it, unless you've actually won an award. But that's not important right now. The headline we already wrote fits this keyword perfectly. Next, classic nails. This one doesn't belong here at all. That's one of the downsides of manual clustering. You might accidentally drop a keyword into the wrong place. But it's not a big deal at all. You'll spot it later anyway and fix it. I'm removing it. And by the way, the ads are already running at the moment I'm recording this. And I could have hidden these mistakes. But I'm showing them to you on purpose. So you see that making a mistake is totally fine. You'll catch it later, fix it, and the quality of the campaign will be even better. And you'll make more money too. Next ones. Closest nail salon to me and works. Closest nail shop works too, great. Now we drag the headline down for all the keywords it fits. Let's move to the ad group column. One ad group should contain only the keywords that share the same headline. Closer to the end of the lesson, I'll show you visually why this matters. I drag the ad group name down to match the same rows where the headline fits. If this group is nail salon, then the next one will logically be nail parlor. The number of keywords inside an ad group doesn't matter. 1 or 100. What matters is that they all come from the same need, and one shared headline works for all of them. Our nail salon group works perfectly with the headline we wrote. And for nail parlor, the headline will be the same structure, but with the word parlor. This group has 8 keywords. The next one has just 1. That's absolutely fine. We still have the keyword nail stylist. It needs its own headline and its own ad group. Ideally, it should have its own landing page too, and maybe even its own campaign. But this is a training course, so I am explaining the general logic. One thing is absolutely certain. You cannot just throw this keyword into the nail salon group. It needs its own headline. So we name the group Nail Stylist. And the headline Nail Stylist near Coral Gables. That finishes this campaign. Let's move to the next one. These were general keywords without specifics. Now we'll take the next category, manicure. Select them, copy them, and paste them into our sheet. To avoid typing the new campaign name from scratch, I'll copy the previous name, paste it under the new keywords, and replace the word nail with manicure. To make it easier to visually separate campaigns, I'll highlight the previous one with one color and the new one with another. Then I drag the new campaign name down, just in case anyone still isn't sure. All keywords under the same campaign name go into the same Google Ads campaign. The same logic applies later to ad groups. Now let's write the first headline for the manicure campaign, using the same logic as before. Manicure salon near Coral Gables. But we have a problem. It doesn't fit into 30 characters. This is exactly why we built this upload sheet. It makes everything easier. There are several ways to shorten it. We'll leave what's most important. I'll remove the word salon, because even without it, it's clear what this is about. If I had a keyword that was too long and the location didn't fit, I wouldn't add the location here. I would pin it in the second headline instead. We'll talk about all that later when we start filling out the rest. For now, just try to make your first headline as close as possible to the user's search query. This headline fits all manicure keywords, so we drag it down. And since one headline works for all the keywords, we put them into one ad group, manicure salon, and drag that down too. Manicure is done. Now let's copy the pedicure keywords. Select, copy, paste. We can shorten campaign names to save space. The word salon can be removed. The meaning is still obvious, so I remove it from everywhere. To keep the color alternation, I copy the formatting from the previous campaign name, paste it, and replace nail with pedicure, then drag the new name down. Here, one headline works for all keywords too, so we create one ad group, pedicure salon, and drag its name down. As I said before, for your main services, try to stick to this formula: one landing page, one campaign. Later, during analysis, this makes life much easier. We'll have an entire lesson on analyzing campaigns, and I'm sure you'll love it. The number of keywords in an ad group doesn't matter. The number of ad groups in a campaign also doesn't matter. What matters is the logical structure, something you can manage easily. Some people put everything into one giant pile and then start disabling individual keywords. And then good luck understanding what's going on. If it's hard for you to analyze your ads, it's going to be hard to make money from them. Setting up campaigns is only half the job. After that, you need to analyze and optimize. I'm showing you a structure that makes this process enjoyable instead of painful. Let's go back to the pedicure headlines. I write pedicure near Coral Gables and drag it down. Since this is a course, I'm not going to build every possible campaign. Only the ones we need for examples. The next one will be nail art. I copy nail art into the campaign column but add Search Miami in front. I copy the formatting from the campaign above to keep the color pattern. Then I copy the keywords and paste them and drag the campaign name down. Now it gets interesting. I copy the keyword black nail art and paste it into the first headline column. I capitalize every word manually. There's a formula in Google Sheets that can do this automatically, but since we're cleaning up the phrases anyway, I'm writing them by hand. Then I add near Coral Gables, but it doesn't fit. 32 characters. Before shortening it, let me explain why I'm adding the location at all. This query is informational. A lot of people searching this are just looking for pictures. Not everyone is ready to book an appointment. By adding the location, we're basically saying, if you're not actually looking for a salon, this isn't for you. This lowers CTR slightly, and the keyword becomes a bit more expensive. But we care not about the cost per click, we care about the money we'll earn. And from that point of view, it's better to filter out window shoppers. Back to the headline length. Instead of near, we'll use in. Technically, we're close to Coral Gables. Not inside it, but it's close enough here. I'll do the same for the other than nail art keywords. For blue nail art, I can still add in Coral Gables, but for Christmas design nails or chrome French nails, it won't fit. So I'll leave those as is. Now watch what happens if we put all 4 of these keywords into one ad group. An ad group can contain many ads. That's why it's called a group. It can contain many keywords too. When there are several ads inside one group, Google starts rotating them and testing which one performs better. So don't be surprised if someone types black nail art, but sees an ad with the headline Christmas design nails. Or if someone searches blue nail art and sees black nail art. All because these keywords and ads were stuffed into the same ad group. Later, when we set up campaign settings, I'll show you how you can ask Google either to show the best performing ad more often or rotate everything evenly. But in both cases, Google will still rotate your ads from the start. Google will earn money either way. You'll be the one burning budget. CTR drops, CPC goes up, or users land on the wrong page. And inside one ad group, you can only promote one landing page. This is why we separate keywords and ads into multiple ad groups. So each keyword is matched with its own relevant ad. If you used to do it differently, or someone set this up for you that way, you might be a little shocked right now at how much money was wasted. But that's okay. You're on the right path now. Let's continue. I copy the keywords and paste them into the ad group column just as they are. Now each keyword and its matching headline sits inside its own ad group. And that's exactly how it should be. That's it for this lesson. In the next one, we'll fill out all the headlines, all the descriptions, and all the URLs. Basically everything we have on the datasheet. I hope this was helpful. If it was, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next lesson. Think bigger and make money.